अगर हम एनर्जी सिक्योरिटी की बात करें, हाउ गवर्नमेंट इज प्लानिंग टू रीच दी एनर्जी सिक्योरिटी, हाउ इट, सो एनर्जी सिक्योरिटी चाहिए 2047 तक, बट मिलेगी कैसे? सो व्हाट आर द प्लान फॉर दैट? सो द प्लान इज पंचामृत गोल. It was announced by Prime Minister in the COP26 Climate Summit in 2021, and these include increased non-fossil fuel energy capacity, meeting 50% of the energy requirement through renewable energy, reducing total carbon emissions, lowering the carbon intensity of economy, and achieving net zero emission by 2070. Now this is important for your prelims, for your mains, दोनों के लिए बहुत important है. ठीक है, prelims के अंदर बहुत less likelihood to be asked, ठीक है, because the goals are very similar, so the framing a question will be quite a task. But for your mains, if you are quoting, you can get a standalone question on clean energy. You can always expect a question, not one, you can expect more than one question in different papers of GS with respect to clean energy, because that is the need, that is the future going forward. So here you can get a standalone question on this also, and you can also add this in your arguments. It will, because it is a new program, it will add value and add weightage to your answer writing. ठीक है? Now in 2024 January 22nd January, during the Ram Mandir ceremony, Prime Minister has launched PM Suryodaya Yojana 2024. This is again important, and this is important for prelims as well as for mains as well. So here, through rooftop solarization, 1 crore household will be enabled to obtain 300 units of free electricity every month. Okay, so now you know what is the target, what is the strategy, and here we'll be discussing about the benefits. It will be saving up to 15 to 18,000 rupees annually, free solar electricity, and if a household is producing more energy, they can sell and earn from that extra energy as well. Okay, charging of electric vehicles. So we all know electric vehicles is a solution for sustainable energy, sustainable vehicle, reducing the use of fossil fuels. But what if the charging that we are doing is dependent on electricity, and if electricity is coming from coal-based electricity, okay, then how the electric vehicle, how the electric generation vehicles are, they're sustainable? They're not sustainable. Then you need to have energy which is coming from non-fossil fuel source, either solar, wind, or anything, but it should be again from non-fossil fuels, and that is where here will be charging of electric vehicles can make sustainable, a part of a sustainable development. Okay, so entrepreneurship opportunities for a large number of vendors for supply and installation. So if 1 crore household में लगेगा roof panel, तो फिर employment भी तो generate होगा उसके लिए. Employment opportunity for youth with technical skills in manufacturing, installation, and maintenance. So this was about the target and the expected benefits of PM Suryodaya Yojana. Now, if we move toward the healthcare sector, now in the healthcare sector, medical colleges, the government has planned to set up more medical colleges. Okay? Then a committee will be set up. Now keep a watch for this committee to be in use. Although it is expected this will come into force after the elections, but even if they release it before the election, so keep watching for it. We will be covering this all as well. Now, cervical cancer vaccination. About this also we have discussed already. Okay. So what the government is planning? They will be providing vaccination to the girls of 9 to 14 year of age group, and it will be a part of immunization program. Maternal and child health care के लिए various scheme will be brought under one comprehensive scheme. So here they will be moving for the consolidation of schemes. And what will it do? It will help in better targeting. ठीक है? Then Saksham Anganwadi and Poshan 2.2, which is for nutrition security. Anganwadi center will be upgraded to provide improved nutrition delivery, early childhood care and development. UWIN platform, it will be managing your immunization program under Mission Indradhanush. Okay. आयुष्मान भारत को भी हेल्थ केयर कवर will be extended to all ASHA workers, Anganwadi workers and helpers as well. Okay, so these are the steps that are expected to be taken when you talk about healthcare, and this is where it can be important for your exam as well. Now move to the agriculture and food processing sector. Here we'll be discussing with respect to agriculture, Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana. Okay, it has benefited 38 lakhs. So this is data that you can add in your answers. Pradhan Mantri formalization of micro food processing. This is with respect to food processing unit. Had assisted 2.4 lakh self-help groups and 60,000 individuals with credit linkages. The government will further promote private and public investment. Nano DAP. After adoption of nano urea, nano DAP will be adapted in various crops. ठीक है, आत्मनिर्भरता in oil seed abhiyan. If you are following the news on daily basis, you must know that India is the largest importer of edible oil. ठीक है, so initiative will be announced in 2022, and they will be formulating a strategy further to reduce the dependence on imports with respect to the edible oil. Okay, so mustard, groundnut, sesame, soybean and sunflower. These are all part of this particular abhiyan, and it will also include research for high yielding varieties, widespread adoption of modern farming techniques, market linkages, procurement, value addition and crop insurance. Now these are the pillars around which, if a question is being asked, you have to write your answers. Okay, if you talk about the dairy development, comprehensive program for supporting dairy will be formulated. Now this is in pipeline. This will be coming soon. Okay, so you have keep following this as well. Efforts, they want to control foot and mouth disease. Then the new program will be launched to improve productivity of milk animal, as India is the world largest producer of milk. However, the productivity of the milk is less. ठीक है, so the focus will now be on improving the productivity. Then fisheries के अंदर, for fisheries PM Matsya Sampada Yojana, a separate department was set up. Outcome क्या हुआ? Set up separate department का, doubling of both inland and aquaculture production increase हुआ. Seafood export, अगर हम last decade में देखें तो have doubled. Implementation of this particular scheme will be stepped up, and they will be enhance aquaculture productivity from existing 3 to 5 tons per hectare. ठीक है, double export to 1 lakh crore and generate 55 lakh employment opportunity. So these are the target for the revised targets. ठीक है, and then 5 integrated aqua parks will be set up. So these are the steps that have been taken and that will be taken for fisheries. Okay. Similarly, if you move to technological changes, now this is an important jargon that can be used in your answer writing. Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Vigyan and Jai Anusandhan. So it was highlighted in this year budget. You can add in your answers with respect to technology based question. So what are the steps that will be taken? They will be taken. Okay? So this can be a good for your conclusion. A corpus of rupee 1 lakh crore will be established with 50-year interest-free loan. The corpus will provide long-term financing, refinancing with long tenures and low or nil interest rates. It will encourage private sector to scale up research and innovation. A new scheme will be launched for strengthening deep tech technologies for defense and expediting Atmanirbharta in defense. Okay, so if you given a question with respect to advancement in technologies and how do India reap advantages of the developing technologies being the most populated country, so here you can add these kind of points in your conclusion that will give you brilliant marks. Okay. Similarly, infrastructure के basis पे उन्होंने data दिया है कि last 4 years में capital expenditure triple हुआ है, ठीक है, and it has resulted in huge multiplier impact. The next year के लिए outlay has been increased by 11% to 11,11,111 crore, and this would be 3.4% of the GDP. So This is just factual information that can be added to substantiate your arguments in your answers. Okay. अगर हम ट्रांसपोर्टेशन की बात करें तो रेलवेज के अंदर पीएम गति शक्ति है, which is already there. They have added 3 more pillars to it. One is energy, mineral and cement corridors, then port connectivity corridors and high traffic density corridors. These 3 economic corridors will be set up under this PM Gati Shakti. Benefit क्या है? It will enable multimodal connectivity, will improve logistic efficiency, reduce cost. Resultant decongestion of high traffic corridors will also help in improving operation of passenger trains, resulting in safety, higher travel speed for passengers. Together with dedicated freight corridors, these 3 will accelerate GDP growth and reduce logistic growth. Again, 40,000 normal rail bogies will be converted into Vande Bharat standards for convenience and comfort of the passengers. Aviation sector की बात करें तो in last 10 years में number of airports have doubled to 149. The flagship scheme for aviation sector is Udan scheme. Under this, air connectivity to 2 tier and tier 3 cities have taken place, and presently 517 new routes are carrying 1.3 crore passengers. This is Udaya Desh ka Aam Nagarik. Indian carriers have placed order for 1,000 new aircraft. Now this is not something that you should remember, it is for your understanding that there is a spread, there is a sort of expansion with respect to aviation sector. ठीक है? Then they will also be expanding metro and Namo Bharat. ठीक है? Now sustainable transport में green energy की अगर हम बात करते हैं तो measures क्या ले रही है government for green energy in transportation. So the commitment is net zero by 2070. So for this, viability gap funding will be provided for harnessing offshore wind energy potential. ठीक है? Coal gasification and liquefaction capacity of 100 million tons will be set up by 2030. It will also help in reducing imports of natural gas, methanol, ammonia. Then phased mandatory blending of compressed biogas will be there. Financial assistance will be provided. So in case you people are wondering that this will be a very heavy task to make notes, I must tell you that you can get this PDF. It is available on the website. You can download it from there. Electric vehicle ecosystem, I will be providing the link in the description below. So from there you can download this and you can just add your notes to it, because in the upcoming time, by the month of July, you will also be getting a full-fledged budget where you need not do the extra effort again. You can just add the points in this budget because they will be building upon these bases only, as the government is promising. Now secondly, economic survey will also be out. So there, if you can add, just you need to add data to these pages only, so it will reduce your effort. We have already segregated the sector wise reports. Okay, the government will expand and strengthen the vehicle ecosystem by promoting manufacturing and charging infrastructure. So this will be developed. Greater adoption of e-buses will be there. Bio manufacturing and bio fundery. Manufacturing और fundery में क्या difference होता है? Fundery means जहाँ पे मैन्युफैक्चरिंग और ऑटोमेशन एक साथ हो. ठीक है? तो a new scheme will be launched. Now this is again in pipeline. You have to look forward to it when they are releasing it. This will provide environment friendly alternatives such as biodegradable polymers, plastics, which is very important because plastics is a menace at this point of time. Biopharmaceuticals and bioagri inputs. It will help in transforming today's consumption manufacturing paradigm. Okay. Then again, Blue Economy 2.0, climate resilient activities for Blue Economy, a scheme for restoration and adaptation measures and coastal aquaculture, mariculture with an integrated multi-sectoral approach will be launched. Again, this is in pipeline. So you look forward to it. Then tourism के लिए, tourism, the government is saying that the G20 showcase the world, the the vastness of tourism opportunities and the diversity that India is providing. So you need to meet the aim of middle class to travel, explore. This is one thing. एक तो outgoing tourism, and then ingoing tourism means tourism including spiritual tourism has tremendous opportunities for local entrepreneurship as well. ठीक है? So these are the two areas where government is going to tap. Okay. So for this, states will be encouraged to take up comprehensive development of iconic tourist spot. Framework for rating of these center based on quality of facility will be set up. Long-term interest-free loans will be provided to states for financing such developmental mechanisms. And to address the emerging fervor of domestic tourism, project for port connectivity, tourism infrastructure and amenities will be taken up on island including Lakshadweep. And you know why Lakshadweep? Because there is a Lakshadweep Maldives controversy, as a result of which the relation between the two have deteriorated to a certain extent. Okay, this will help in generate employment as well. And societal changes, a high power committee will be set up. They will be setting up a high power committee which will be giving recommendation how you address the challenges which have been put forward by a fast growing population and demographic changes. So because we know India has already reached as a #1 populated state, so how do you meet the challenges with respect to employment, with respect to facilities, with respect to poverty, with respect to a facilitator environment? That will be handled by this high power committee. They will provide recommendations. The committee will be mandated to recommendation for addressing these challenges, and we're talking about Viksit Bharat, that is sustainable and inclusive growth. ठीक है, अगर हम अब बात करते हैं शेप ऑफ इंडियन इकोनॉमी, वेयर इज इंडियन इकोनॉमी एट प्रेजेंट, रिवाइज एस्टिमेट्स. सो लास्ट ईयर हर साल बजट में यू हैव रिवाइज एस्टिमेट्स, यू हैव एडवांस एस्टिमेट्स. ओके, सो रिवाइज एस्टिमेट जो है वो है कि टोटल रिसीट अदर देन बोरोइंग is 27.56 lakhs. This is your receipts. Tax receipts are higher, which is 23.24 lakh crore. And this is something that we have already discussed. I'll be giving you the link for the video. There you will understand that when we were talking about GDP versus GVA, that is nominal versus GVA, nominal versus real growth. So we discussed about this. So you just revise that topic again. Revise estimate of total expenditure is, expenditure कितना हुआ 44.90 lakh crores. So these are your receipts, these are your expenditure, and in between the difference is your deficit. The revenue receipts at 30 lakh crore, they are expected to be higher than the budget estimate that was given previous year. Again, the revised estimates for fiscal deficit is 5.8% of the GDP, improving on the budget estimate. ठीक है, तो fiscal deficit कितना बोल रहे हैं 5.8% of GDP. ठीक है, this fiscal deficit. Budget estimates नेक्स्ट ईयर के लिए क्या प्रोजेक्शंस है, ये तो हमने पिछले साल की प्रोजेक्शंस देख ली. अब नेक्स्ट ईयर के लिए क्या प्रोजेक्शंस है. 24-25 में total receipts other than borrowing and total expenditure are estimated to be 30.80 and 47.66 lakh crores. Tax receipts are expected to grow to 26.02 lakh crores. The scheme for a 50-year interest-free loan for capital expenditures to state will be continued this year as well. Total outlay will be 1.3 lakh crore. Okay. Fiscal consolidation की बात करें, 2021-2022 में it was announced that fiscal deficit below 4.5% will be achieved by 2025-2026. Fiscal deficit in 2024-25 is 5.1%, which is next year. This year it is 5.8% expected. Next year it will be 5.1%. Okay, and that means the government is claiming that they are in sync with meeting the 4.5% target by 2025-2026. The gross and net marketing borrowings through dated securities during 24-25 are estimated as 14.3 and 11.3 lakh crore respectively. Government is going to increase their borrowings from the market as well. Now promoting investments. FDI inflow during 2014-23 was US dollars 596 billions, marking a golden era. तो इस बार 596 का हमारे पास FDI available है. For encouraging sustained foreign investment, India is negotiating bilateral investment treaty with foreign partners. ठीक है. अभी taxation collection की बात करते हैं. In last 10 years, direct tax collection have more than tripled and returns swelled to 2.4 times. Okay, 2.5 गुना बढ़ा है basically. Under the new tax regime, there is no tax liability for taxpayer with income up to 7 lakh, which has gone from 2.2 lakh in 2013-14. तो जहाँ तक 2013-14 के अंदर जो टैक्स था, जो फ्री टैक्स ब्रैकेट वो स्टिल 2.2 लाख. अभी के लिए they have increased to 7 lakh under new tax regime. Okay. Corporate tax has been decreased from 30% to 22%. Okay, these are the changes, and these are not in this year. These are essentially which has been made by the government in the past 10 years. Okay. Indirect taxes के बात करें तो 94% of the industry leaders view transition to GST as largely positive. As per a recent survey, this is what the budget is saying. According to 80% of the respondent, it has led to supply chain optimization and elimination of tax arbitrage. Octroi has resulted in disbanding of check posts at city and state boundaries. The tax pay of GST more than doubled, and the average monthly gross GST collection has doubled to 1.66 lakh crores. Now this is again a data. If being asked with respect to GST, you can quote. Tax buoyancy of state revenue, if you compare before GST and post GST, has increased from 0.72% to 1.2%. Okay, so this was about the budget, interim budget. This was about interim budget. If you want to have the PDF, you can download it from the website, and we have kept a very nominal charge for this so that it is not being misused. But it is very nominal, and if you want to have, if you have more questions, you may please ask in the comment section below. We shall be discussing about the economy review document which has been given by the government in tomorrow's videos. Till then, have a good day. Thank you.